Hi friends, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Nikki. Today we're doing a first impressions on the Fenty Beauty Foundation. If you have not seen any of my Fenty Beauty videos, I'll leave a link to the playlist down below. I have been struggling to get my perfect shade in this foundation. I started out with 470, which was way too dark. If you didn't know, this foundation oxidizes, basically meaning once you put it on your skin and oxygen hits the foundation, it does get darker. So 470, extremely too dark. Then I went and got 450, still extremely too dark. And then I've had 450 for like 2 months and they have been sold out of all the other shades. Excuse me, the lighter to the deeper shades, like the deeper shades, everything from like 450 and down was gone. I went to 4 different Sephora's, just gone. Online, sold out. I finally got my hands on 430, so fingers crossed. This is my shade. Let's jump into the application. I look crazy. Okay, I don't have a wig on yet. I have on no makeup, so let's go. All right, how shockingly different do I look from the intro? I warned you. So let's jump into it. First, I like when I do these to do half of my face with primer and half without to see how the foundation wears. I didn't actually pick up the Fenty foundation, the primer. I don't remember why. I don't think it called to me. I don't think it spoke to me. I don't know if it's for oily skin. I don't know why I didn't pick it up. So I'm going to use my favorite. I'll leave a link to this down below. If you have oily skin, highly recommend this. This is the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. I've been using this stuff for years. It's amazing if you have oily skin. So let's do this side of my face. I will put primer. All right, so I did pick up the Fenty Beauty 110 foundation brush. I'm still trying to decide how I feel about this foundation brush. It feels soft, but I'm the kind of person that likes to pat my foundation into my skin to make sure it sinks into the skin. And I feel like this is more for people that like to wipe it on the skin, because once you start patting, it feels kind of hard. Not really. The bristles are really soft. You do need to make sure you clean this brush often, because I would use it for like 2 days in a row, wouldn't clean it like I do with most of my foundation brushes. And the product starts to make the bristles really stick together and it gets really hard. So this is the kind of brush you need to clean often. I feel like you need to clean it maybe even after every use. So let's go in. I'm so nervous. Dear Lord, please let this finally be my color. If any of you haven't seen the foundation, this is what it looks like. Pretty liquidy. Let's go. I think this might finally be my color. Please, Lord, please. Please. The thing about this foundation is you don't know right away. You have to give it like a minute or two to oxidize and get to its true color before you know, but so far it looks good. So far. Like right now it looks like it's matching my neck perfectly, which scares me because it's gonna get darker. Oh God. It's gonna get darker in like a minute or two, but right now it's matching me perfectly, so If you haven't seen any of my other Fenty Beauty videos, this foundation is very comfortable. It's very lightweight. I think it's supposed to be good for normal, combo, and oily skin. I think people with dry skin, from the reviews I've seen, they don't really like it. Not the consistency, the finish. But I know oily skin people seem to really like it. It feels very comfortable. It feels so nice. It literally feels like I have nothing on my skin, but it's still giving me pretty good coverage. I would say it's like medium coverage. Not full coverage, but very good coverage to literally feel like my skin. It literally feels like my skin. Okay, so that's the side with the primer. Let's put it on the other side. I'm just worried. I'm wondering if it's going to get really dark. So that was one pump. One pump covered my one side of my face. Let's do another pump. Okay, foundation is on entire face. I definitely like the way it applied better with the primer, just because my skin looks smoother. It looks more matte. It doesn't look dewy at all. The side without the primer just doesn't look as smooth. It still looks nice, but this side looks flawless and it feels comfortable. I think I kind of got some of my hair oils, because I have hair oil right here, and I think I kind of got it on the brush and it went on my cheek. So we might have to just judge the top half of my face, because down here is really oily, but I think it's from my stupid hair oil. So definitely prefer the side with the primer. It looks very matte. If you don't like a very matte look, you may want to stay away from the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. I love this because I'm so oily that by the end of the day, I just look normal. I don't look overly oily. But right now it looks really matte and it just, oh, I love the way it looks over here. And it hasn't gotten too dark yet. And I'm seeing what you see on camera and it looks okay. So hopefully I have found my shade. So let me show you the time right now. I think it's like 10:30 or something. Let me pull up my clock and I'm gonna be checking in with you throughout the day. Every time you see me, I'm going to look completely different because I'm about to finish my makeup, put on my wig and all that stuff. So it's 10:36 a.m. I'm gonna leave this on as long as possible. I'll check in with you throughout the day. First impressions, I think I finally found my shade, thank God. It only took me 3 months, so 10:37, I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup, film some videos, I have errands to run, and I'll just take you along with me throughout the day and check in with you. Hey friends, first check-in of the day for the Fenty Beauty Foundation. Current time, 2:13, so that would put us at what, like 4 hours, I think? Let's see how we're doing. Let me see. Okay, so let me put the mirror down. Okay, so the side with the primer, this side is definitely a lot more matte than the side without the primer. But coverage is still there on both sides. It's just definitely a lot less shiny. I think you guys can even see that on the camera. Like you see the shine on my cheek, on my forehead, and there's like minimal to no shininess on the primer. But coverage is still there. Still looking good, still feeling comfortable. On the side that I'm oily, I just feel a little oily, but I literally feel like I don't have foundation on. Do you guys ever feel that? Any of you that use Fenty Beauty foundation, do you agree that it's lightweight? Or is it just that I wear such thick, full coverage foundations that this feels like nothing to me? Because I should mention that I wear normally very thick, full coverage. Like I love Estee Lauder Double Wear, Revlon Color Stay. Those are very thick, full coverage foundations. So like to me, this feels like nothing, but coverage is still good. Definitely wearing a lot better. Like my pores aren't as visible. It just looks better on the side with the primer. But remember, I'm super, super oily. I haven't put any powder on. I haven't blotted. So this is us at 4 hours. I'll do a couple more check-in, at least one more check-in before I take this off, but maybe even 2. I'm gonna leave this on as long as I can. I'll even try to leave it on till 10 o'clock at night. Probably won't though, because I got a lot of videos to film. I'm currently filming like 4 videos today. So I'm also filming a video on the Fenty Beauty matchsticks. So if that's up, I'll leave a link to it down below, but I think it's gonna go up after this one, so keep a lookout for that. So I'm gonna do the check-in for that one, but so far, so good. Very comfortable, coverage is still there. Definitely prefer the side with the primer. Okay, friends, we are at what, the 10-hour mark? It's now 8:30 p.m., well, 8:28 p.m. I've had this on for basically 10 hours. So let's do the final check-in. I have you as zoomed in as I can get you. So I definitely prefer the side with the primer. It's less oily, the pores are less visible. The coverage is still everywhere. It's starting to wear off just now at 10 hours on the chin. There's still light coverage, but it's not as covered as it is on the rest of the face. But everywhere else, there is still coverage. Now, on the side without the primer, I think you guys can see this on camera, it's a lot more oily. Like this whole side of my face is just totally more oily than the side with the primer. So keep that in mind if you have oily skin. Definitely recommend using a primer. You're gonna stay matte longer. I mean, this side is oily, but it's not as oily as the side with no primer. But keep in mind, I have very super, super, super oily skin. So the fact that the side with the primer only looks a little bit shiny is pretty amazing. Still feels really nice, guys, which is shocking because usually when I have on like a thick full coverage foundation like Estee Lauder Double Wear, it's still coverage and it's still coverage. It's still covered, but it feels heavy because it's mixed with my oils. It's very thick. It feels heavy. This literally still feels like I have nothing on. It just feels like my skin is oily. So I really like the way it feels. I like the finish and thank you God. I think I finally found my proper color. So my shade is 430. Oh my God, it took 3 months, but I finally got the right shade. So if you're similar to my skin tone, 430 might work for you. I really like this foundation, guys. I really like it a lot. I don't know why more people, well, everybody's talking about it. What am I talking about? Something I noticed, I totally forgot to finish my eye look, and I didn't have any eyeshadow on the lower lash line. I don't know if any of you guys noticed that, but that just stood out to me as I was watching back the footage. I was like, something looks off about that eye look. Oh, hello, you forgot to finish it. So, final thoughts, I really like this foundation. If you have very oily skin, I think you'd like it. From what I've heard, people with dry skin don't really care for it, but I like it. It lasted 10 hours. It's still covering my face. It's comfortable, long wearing, great with a primer. I'm getting stuffed up. If you have oily skin, use a primer. Thumbs up from me. I'll leave a link to it down below. If you want to check out all my other Fenty Beauty foundation, not foundation, my Fenty Beauty videos. I did first impression videos. I did unboxings. There's even a live stream when I first got the products of me in my car, just unboxing it. So I'll leave a link to all that down below. Don't forget to check out the videos on the screen. Wait a minute. I need to do some product reviews. So we're going to jump to present day me. I'm like ending the video. Hello, I always do product reviews. If you're new around here, I like to give you guys updates on products I've been loving or maybe not loving. So we're not ending the video right now. We're going to jump into product reviews. Friends, present day Nikki here. Don't I look amazing with my hair bow on? You guys know I love this hair bow. I feel like I've had this hair bow for years. I think I got it from Amazon. I'll leave a link to it down below. It just does such a good job of pulling everything back, getting it out of your face if you're doing your makeup. I just finished filming this makeup look. It's my first like Instagram makeup video I've done in like months, maybe even a year. So if you're not following me on Instagram, check it out. I'll leave a link to it down below. I'm posting on there daily. So I thought I would pop in at the end of this foundation review to give you some product reviews on products I've been loving, maybe not loving. Let's jump into it. First up, we have the Ole Henriksen Night Transformation Gel. You guys know I've been talking about Ole Henriksen since I first tried them a little over a year ago. I love their skincare products. If you don't know, they're a skincare brand. They make face washes. Oh my God, there's like little fluffy things flying around. They make face washes, they make serums, they make gels, they make masks. I really love their stuff. My favorite is the Power Peel, but the Night Transformation Gel, I actually did a full video on the Ole Henriksen Power Peel. If you haven't seen that, I'll leave a link to it down below. I love that peel. If you have textured skin, if you just want to exfoliate your skin, get it clean, clear out your pores, I highly recommend the Power Peel. I'll leave a link to it down below. But the Night Transformation Gel just does a good job of moisturizing the skin. It just makes my skin feel restored. I really like Ole Henriksen, so thumbs up for me on that one. Next up, let's talk about everything I have on my face. Everything I have on my, well, I'd say like 90% of what I have on my face is the Kiko Milano Arctic Holiday. I always struggle to say that. Arctic Holiday Collection. The lip color I have on is from Kiko. This is the shade 05. This, I thought it had a name. Excuse me, it's just 05. I love it. It's so comfortable. It goes on so easy. It dries down matte. It's amazing. I also have on the 01 Spec, what does that say? Speculator? Why can I not talk? It's the 01 palette. I'm having like a brain fart. Just ignore me. This is so pretty. It was so easy to apply. I can't say it's long wearing because I literally just put it on like 30 minutes ago, but I love the way it turned out. You get 3 awesome shades. I feel like it's a perfect holiday look. What else do I have on? I have on the eyeliner, and then I also, oh, I used the mascara. First of all, I've told you guys this. I love the packaging on this collection, but I really like the mascara. It did a really good job of lengthening my lashes, and I feel like I didn't have to use much product. So I've got the full collection on my face. I love the packaging. So far, I'm really liking the product. I'll give you updates because I just put this on. So I'll give you updates in next couple of videos and let you know how long wearing it is. But everything's really comfortable. It went on really nicely. So I like it. My favorite part is the packaging though. Like I need to put it on display somewhere. Next up from Pur Cosmetics, we have their Blue Agave Mask. I talked to you guys first about this, I think, like 9 months to a year ago. It's a cooling, hydrating mask. I think it has, does it have green tea? Yeah, it has green tea, ginseng, and vitamin B. I really like this mask because it's winter time, it's dry here in LA, and I feel like it just rejuvenates my skin, puts moisture back into the skin, so I really like that. How much does it cost? It's 26 bucks and I think it's worth it. If you have dry skin, I think you'd really love this. I don't use it that often because I still, even though my skin is dry, I still have oily skin. So I use it about once a week, once every other week. Thumbs up. To stay with the skincare hydrating theme, another mask is from Cosmetics. This is their Rescue Intense Hydrating Balm and Mask. I feel like, I say this all the time, I feel like Cosmetics is so underrated. It's a skincare brand that you can find in spas, doctor offices, and you can also pick it up online. They just use really good quality ingredients. It's not, I wouldn't say, well, I don't know. I was gonna say I don't call them high-end, but they're definitely not affordable. Like this mask is $59. So I don't know. I guess that is kind of high-end because that's $60 for a mask. But everything I've tried from them, their skincare is amazing. I really think it's helped to transform my skin. I love their charcoal mask. I love their moisture-rich mask. And this mask, the Intense Hydrating Balm and Mask, it's just really good at putting moisture in the skin without making me super oily. So if you're in the market for a really good mask, I say check out Cosmetics website. No one really talks about them and they make great products. I'll leave a link to it down below. Lastly, we have from Black Up Cosmetics, their mattifying tinted moisturizer. I showed this to you guys last December, so a year ago, and this is the one product. I feel like I always tell you guys about products I love, but this one just was not for me. It is what it says it is, and I should have just known that. It's a tinted moisturizer. So it has very, very minimal coverage. And if you have been watching any of my videos, you know that is not my style, okay? If I'm putting makeup on, I'm a full coverage kind of girl. I have texture on my skin. I have acne scarring. I just got a lot of stuff going on. I got large pores, so even in the summer, the very minimum that I'll wear is a light coverage foundation, but a tinted moisturizer just was not for me. If you like something very, very lightweight that's comfortable with minimal coverage, you'll like this, but if you're like myself and you like full coverage, it is what it says it is, and it does what it says it'll do. It is a tinted moisturizer, so I can't fault it for that. I just personally don't like it because I am a full coverage girl. So take that with a grain of salt. It's a great product. It's just not for me. Didn't really cover anything. It's not supposed to. It's a tinted moisturizer. It's just supposed to give you, well, it is supposed to cover. It's supposed to give you minimal coverage, which it does, and it moisturizes the skin. So that's it for me, friends. Hopefully you enjoyed this foundation wear test. Let me know if there's any other products you want me to do that, because I love doing these videos where I put the product on and we leave it on throughout the day. Some people don't like first impressions videos. I never just put the product on and then don't check in with you. I like to do first impressions where I put it on and I try to leave it on for a minimum of 8 hours so we can see how it wears throughout the day. So I've done this with Dior, with Wet n Wild, with Revlon. I'll leave a link to the playlist down below if you want to check it out. I love doing these. So if there's any product you want me to try out, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to check out the videos on the screen. Give this a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you soon. Bye.